right. Does everybody have all their discovery?
I believe so, Judge. We did file 2 motions that you called us back on last setting. I was sick. I'm still sick, which is why I'm not standing before you coughing in your face. But I'm well enough to participate today. Those were e-filed and have been accepted by the clerks as of this morning. I do have his financial documents that I did not e-file as an exhibit that I can send to you.
What are those motions?
Motion to appoint an expert to do a mental health evaluation, and then a motion to appoint an investigator. He does not make much money. His mom is the one who hired me. And
Just
then
1 second. Could I have those motions? Just give us a moment.
no problem. Thanks, Judge.
Sure. Okay, I got it.
In the meantime, Judge, since I did not e-file his pay stubs, would you like me to email those to you so you can take a look at them?
If you could email those to Ms. Ferguson.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we're going to go on the record in 2023 CR 2669 State of Texas versus Caleb Crom. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Travis Banks for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Colin Hobbs for Mr. Crom, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Crom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense has filed 2 motions. One motion is a motion to appoint an investigator. The other is a motion to appoint a mental health expert. Defense, you're retained?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry. I was sending those emails to Norma, but they've been sent, so I'll be on this.
All right. So, as you know, counsel, you have to present information for the reason why the court should appoint an investigator and appoint a mental health expert for your client since you are retained. So you may proceed. You're muted.
Sorry, I'm out of Zoom practice at this point. At this time, I'll call Caleb Crom.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Caleb Crom.
All right. Defense.
Caleb, in this case, did you originally hire me or did a family member hire me?
My mother.
Okay. And since the time where your mother hired me, has she had a change in employment?
Yes, sir.
What, financially speaking, what did that change of employment do for her finances?
It lowered her income monthly.
Do you know by how much?
A lot.
Okay.
Maybe like a couple thousand.
Okay. And your financial situation, where do you work?
The wash tub.
Okay. Approximately how many hours do you work per week?
Less than 35.
Okay. At the end of the month, how much do you have left over for discretionary spending each month?
Maybe at most $100.
Okay. And you do have a savings account that has about 700 in it right now, correct?
Yes, sir.
But that money is already earmarked for bills. That's not a savings account for an emergency or anything like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have people that you take care of?
I have my daughter and my wife as well. We team up to help my daughter.
Okay. Do you have any assets that you could sell to try and help finance hiring of an expert, hiring an investigator?
No, sir.
If this court were to require you to pay for an expert, an investigator, would you be able to do so?
Probably not. Not without help.
And then is your mom the only person who can usually help you?
Yes, sir.
And she's not in a current position to do so with what she's making?
No, sir.
Okay. The pay stubs that are working their way to the judge right now, you provided those to me?
Yes, sir. And I have, I think, another one too. I have not sent you yet.
Okay, we can get those to the judge if she needs it. Are those pay stubs representative of, and Mr. Banks did take a look at these last time, Your Honor. We just weren't able to move forward.
Any objections to the court reviewing that?
No objection.
Thank you.
And are these representative of approximately what you make on each paycheck, Caleb?
Roughly.
Thank you. Do you have anybody else aside from your mom who you could ask for help at this time?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then regarding your mental health, can you tell us a little bit about some of your mental health struggles growing up and what you struggle with now even?
I've been diagnosed with autism, ADHD, depression, and for the most part, I think that's all.
Is there any bipolar in there or am I?
I think that got ruled out.
Okay.
But 100% sure.
When officers arrested you, your family went into detail with the officers about your mental health struggles as well, correct?
I think I was the only one.
Okay. But when you were talking to the officers, you explained to them that sometimes your brain just reacts differently than people.
Yes, sir.
And does it take extra work for you to try and make the correct decision and understand things compared to what others deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Yes, sir.
Judge, this time it's going to be, I'll pass the witness. I had one other witness, but she was unable to be here today, unfortunately. It was his mom.
If I can, my mom was asking for the Zoom meeting.
Is she going to be able to log in if it's after 11?
I think I just received a text from her just a second ago, but I didn't want to pull out my phone.
All right.
Okay.
Any other questions for this witness?
Not at this time, Judge.
All right. For the record, the court has reviewed the defendant's pay stubs from the wash tub. Does anybody want these submitted as exhibits?
No, Your Honor. Just your review is fine. I trust you.
All right, so I reviewed them, and one of the reason why I asked that question is because on the pay stub, it has the social security number, and if we were to admit it, that probably needs to be redacted.
One of the reasons why I preferred to email it to you as opposed to screen share.
And if you could give those to the defendant, please. All right, with regards to the defendant's motion for appointment of mental health expert, and also defendant's motion to appoint an investigator based upon the evidence that's been submitted to the court with regards to the defendant's ability to pay, the court is going to grant those motions. The court is going to find that the defendant is unable to afford a mental health expert or an investigator. And as both parties are aware, my job is to make sure that everybody has a fair trial. And based upon the questions that were asked by the defense counsel and the response, these are necessary experts that the defense may need in order to properly try this case if it comes to that point. So with regards to discovery, do you have all the discovery, Mr. Hobbs?
I believe so, Judge.
All right, State, did you make a offer?
I think has been made, yes, and defense has made a counter, and we're currently at an impasse.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, how long do you all expect this jury trial to last?
Oh, sorry, about 3 days. Yeah.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can you set this for a jury trial date? Mr. Hobbs, it'll probably be in the new year.
That'd be fine, Judge. And as far as the evaluation goes, I suspect that we're going to be using just the normal ones that Bexar County uses. Do we know the turnaround to have them talk to him and provide a report for those things?
I'll have Ms. Ferguson forward it to Judge Carruthers, but what you'll need to do is you'll need to contact Judge Carruthers as well because your client is on bond. They'll need his contact information so they can set up an appointment.
Absolutely. In the new year's fine. And, I can't promise that if those reports aren't ready, I won't come with a motion for continuance.
Oh, those reports will be ready. Okay. So your jury trial date and plea deadline date is going to be January 16th. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Your
And
Honor.
have a happy birthday too.
Oh,
absolutely.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Caleb. I meant to say it too, Judge. I'm sorry. Have a great day.
That's okay. All right, you too.
Thank
Who's
you.
here on Cortez Polk? Court is calling 2022 CR 7494 State of Texas versus Cortez Lamar Polk, Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Michael Bellavo for Mr. Polk.
Are you Mr. Polk?
Yes, ma'am, I'm Mr. Polk, Cortez.
Okay. Wait, are you Polk Cortez or Cortez Lamar Polk?
Cortez Lamar Polk.
Okay, going to show you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Truly, yes.
Are you the same Cortez Polk who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 7494 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 gram to 4 grams on August 23rd, 2022 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 2, on or about the 31st day of August 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Cortez Lamar Polk, did then and there admit to the illegal use of K2 in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Your Honor, state waives all the violations.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, to alternate amend for DDRF and to deny the motion.
That is the agreement.
All right, what is the wait time for DDRF? All right, so what's the other option than waiting in jail for 6 to 13 weeks?
And due to him being, he's already done lifetime recovery twice. He did drug court, he was in drug court from 2017 to 2023 when he was exited because of the misuse result. There are some mental health issues and there aren't any other viable places at this.
Does felony drug court want him back?
You're not reached out to them.
All right, we'll see if felony drug court wants you back.
He would rather not go back to.
Would you rather go to prison?
No, ma'am, but I don't want to go back to drug court.
Well, it's either that or prison. Which would you prefer? Because it appears that you won't stop using drugs. Why do you continue to use drugs? That's the question.
Due to my mental health.
All right, so the persons who can address that mental health will be felony drug court. And I know why people don't want to go to felony drug court, because it's hard, because they make you do stuff every day, because you can't just lay in bed all day and get up at noon and think that's getting up in the morning. But here's the thing. The state and your attorney are trying to help you with your mental health issues. But if you don't want help with your mental health issues, then the choice for you is prison. Now, if you would like to go to prison, I will send you to prison. You can go to prison for 3 years. Would you like to go to prison for 3 years?
No, ma'am.
All right. So obviously, you're not in charge of your mental health. You're not in charge of your ability to remain clean and sober, because if you were, we would not be here. You would have successfully completed felony drug court. You would have successfully completed lifetime in the sense that you're not back here. It appears that your answer to whatever issues you have is always drugs. And they're illegal drugs, and you're on probation for drugs. So what do you want us to do? I mean, that's a question. What do you want me to do?
I need some help. I need help.
Well, I'm giving you help. Your help is you going back to,
to give me some help.
yeah, felony
That's what
drug
helped
court.
me. That's what
Felony
helped me.
drug court. That's help. Now, if you don't want that, then you can go to prison. It's completely up to you. Those are your choices. Either you are going to go to the programs that are recommended for you, or either you can go to prison. And guess what? If you go to prison, will I remember you and your name and everything? Yeah, because my mind is a steel trap. But am I going to be laying down at night crying because, oh my gosh, Mr. Polk went to prison because he chose to go to prison? No, because guess what? There's somebody else over in the box who probably needs help as well. And they're going to say, I'll take whatever help you can give me as opposed to prison. So those are your choices.
I'll take the drug court.
All right, do a referral back to felony drug court. If felony drug court says no, then he can wait in custody for DDRF. And I'll deny the motion.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Is there anything else?
Nope. And happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Is it today?
Yes, but I celebrate the entire month. We're good.
I was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, happy birth month. Well, 2 weeks ago, your month has already passed.
My month is.
Happy belated birth month. Ms. Abrams, he's to remain in custody. All right, Vincent Moore.
Judge, I'm here on behalf of Vincent Moore. First off, happy birthday, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you so much.
You made a decision on that order. I was wondering if maybe we could have a hearing or what information. He works at Toyota full-time.
Yeah.
And this could create a little bit of a burden or a dramatic burden on him to continue. He's changed his life and lifestyle.
No, I understand, but you know, the laws for occupational licenses have changed greatly.
Okay.
So, I mean, I've already denied it. If you still would like to have a hearing, I will keep an open mind, but it's been denied.
Okay. I will visit with my client and I will visit with him.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All
Happy
right, you're
birthday.
welcome. All right, let me see who we have left. All right, Norma, we need Ricardo Briones, James Oltersdorf, Thomas Lane. Could I see the file on Tyrone Shepherd, please? Oh, okay, thank you. All right, so that's done. We need Matt Stohansky on web.
Judge Mayor.
Yes.
Have
We
a,
need Sharon Thorne on Barnes. Yes,
person's on, Lane is signing out.
okay, all right, thank you. Yay, thank you. We need, oh, I see Pat Montgomery is here. Oh my gosh. That's so beautiful. Oh, we're gonna have a florist here. I have those, and then I have flowers from the staff here. You guys, well, I should say not staff, but family. You guys are awesome. All right, and then we need John Foley, Orlando Castagnon.
Judge, on that
Mhm.
one, when I don't. Yeah, just put it to Paul and to, Christian,
Okay,
since they're on the bottom.
okay, awesome. All right, Mr. Montgomery,
Coming back Monday, Your Honor?
I'm sorry.
Or, I said, are we coming back Monday or?
No, are you guys ready?
We have to be, I'd rather.
Yeah,
reset
we're
for 2
ready.
weeks.
Let me see, can I see the file for Patrick Montgomery? What's your client's name?
Lewis Henry?
Lewis
It's,
Henry.
Case number. Ooh, too fast for me.
All right. Lewis Henry. Mr. Henry? If you'll come down. All right, so on this case, where are we on discovery?
I feel satisfied.
Okay,
We did a discovery acknowledgement, Judge, although I don't think I'm handing that to the defense now, Judge.
okay,
I'll sign off on it right now, Judge.
thank you. Has an offer been tendered?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, there has.
All right, Mr. Henry, how old are you?
39.
All right, so we're gonna recall this back for a plea deadline date. And the plea deadline date will be this month. Mr. Montgomery? When do you want this back for his plea deadline date? It could be either the week of the 13th or the week of the 27th.
I bet I'm better for the week of the 27th. I'll be here for sure because I have a special dispo over in juvenile. That doesn't mean I'll skip your court. That's, I
Okay.
know I'll be around.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can we reset this for a plea deadline date, the week of November 27th? All right, November 30th. On that day, you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the state's offer. If you choose not to accept the offer, the court will not consider any offers without good cause. Otherwise, you have to plead open to the court. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes.
Happy birthday, Judge.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you.
Have a seat, Mr. Henry.
So,
Wait a minute.
and you on this side? And how do you pronounce your last name?
Leave now.
All right. And are you Stephanie Cleve? And state's motion, a supplement pending motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Stephanie Cleve who was placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 8049 for the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced on September 22nd, 2022 for a period of 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Honor about, violating condition number 2, honor about the 18th day of May 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Stephanie Cleve, did then and there fail to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. And the state will waive and abandon the other allegations.
Any objections to the waivers?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to $1,000 fine and 1 year in the state jail facility?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, the state is recommending that the conditions be, to deny the motion and that the conditions be altered and amended for a 6 months extension of the community supervision and a 30-day jail sanction with credit for time served. And she has been in jail the last 30 days and a BIPP course. And taking that into consideration, the state is making a motion to dismiss night mag number 719294.
719294. And what is that offense?
That's a assault family second offense.
And who is the complainant in that case?
Her name is
Laura Sabatino, Your Honor.
Nora?
Laura, Laura, and I just spoke with her, and she is aware of this situation.
Okay, and what's the last name?
Sabatino, Sabatino.
All right. Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, yes.
You
ma'am.
can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Stephanie Cleve.
All right, who is Laura Sabatino to you?
She is my partner, girlfriend.
All right. And do you currently live with her?
Yes, ma'am.
And does she want her living with her?
I believe she does, yes, Your Honor.
So I realize y'all are taking that in consideration, but part of my job is to make sure that everyone is protected. So with regards to that case, were there any injuries?
There was some redness, not serious injuries or anything.
All right, was there alcohol or anything involved with that?
I don't believe there's immediate evidence that there was alcohol involved.
All right, why are you doing poorly on probation? Because there are other allegations that the state could have proceeded on and they did not. So why are you doing poorly? Why are you not taking your drug testing?
Your Honor, I was taking care of my father and I had a lot of stress and I didn't have a vehicle at the time. So it was hard getting around.
Did you call probation and tell them that?
Yes, ma'am.
So you called and told them, I'm not going to do drug testing because I'm taking care of my father and there are other issues I have going on?
Well, no, ma'am, but I did keep in contact with my probation officer and let her know that I did not have a vehicle, but I did show up, on time.
Are you employed?
I do Uber and DoorDash right now. That's what
All
I
right.
was doing.
No, were you employed July 2nd, 2023,
No, ma'am.
September?
Yes, the end of September.
All right. So how much were you being paid?
Not much. I was doing just maybe 2 days a week. So
Why didn't you take the VIA bus?
excuse me?
Why didn't you take the VIA bus to probation? VIA, when I was riding VIA, I think it was $1. They may have gone up to $2.
Yes, ma'am.
That's cheaper than gas. So why didn't you go and do your UA with probation? Because when people don't do UAs in court, that tells me that there's a drug issue going on, because otherwise you would do your UAs.
Well, the ones I did take, I was negative.
Mhm.
I know what you're saying though, Your Honor. Yes, with all due respect.
So you've given me no excuses for why I should follow this agreement. You picked up a new case. The state is taking it into consideration. And you're not doing your UAs. Has she done anything?
I would like to put out, Your Honor, her last office visit to probation was July 24th of 2023, so since July, I don't know how long she's been in custody, but we haven't had any office visits with her. We only have one, looking at it, one UA on file, and that was negative. And as far as fees is concerned, there's not been any fees, there's no fees that she's paid on.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Just
And
1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
it indicates she hasn't registered from the best course. She would be did her TAP evaluation, and she has not been registered yet to the IOP because of the
Excuse me. You need to be paying attention to what you have not been doing. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you can pay attention at the state jail facility, wondering how I got here. All right, so what else?
Have not enrolled her into the IOP for the Wisconsin, and then it doesn't indicate she provided proof of employment.
All right, so do you need an updated TAP or no?
And I'm sorry, Judge, all of the community services are still outstanding.
So do you need an updated TAP?
No, we can use the top that we have on file.
All right. And there appears that there was something you wanted to say?
Your Honor, yes, I did complete the first theft class. That should be on record, but the other one was like $300 and I was working on completing that. And I will do my community service. I will be on top of that. And I will do better. I promise, Your Honor.
All right, the court will deny the motion, alter them in conditions, extend her for a year. You're to enroll in the BIPP course no later than see what the calendar gives us. No later than November 13th. There's to be no contact with Laura Sabatino. There's a 30-day jail sanction. And the court will show that that's been satisfied. Take in consideration NIMAC number 719294. And she's to enroll an IOP no later than November 9th. And is there anything else that she needs to enroll in immediately, probation?
Honor, enrolling her in IOP for 9 may not be possible, but we should get, the process started by November.
All right.
Um,
All right. And you're going to do 90 sober support meetings in 90 days. And if Miss Laura Sabatino wants to have contact with you, then she'll need to come into the court to express that to the court.
Your Honor, she's here now. I don't know if you want to talk to her now. From what I understand is that they live together. They help take care of her elderly father. She's power of attorney of her 76-year-old father who needs help on his day-to-day activities. Laura Sabatino's now, if you'd like to talk to her, I'm sure she would love to change that to no harmful or injurious contact. If you want to talk to her another day,
Yeah, we'll have to set it for another day because I don't have any police reports or any facts on that. But if you'll set that with Miss Ferguson, we'll get it on the docket as soon as possible. We'll probably be able to get it on the docket for next week. All right. And then if we'll set it next week, then we can do a check-in on how she's doing. Norma, can you recall this for November? What date would be best to recall her for to see how she's doing probation?
for next week? Your Honor, as far as, I mean,
Having enrolled in everything or had the process started?
it's hard to say, Your Honor, only
Okay.
because of the probation officer's calendar. I don't know if they'll be able to get her in next week.
Okay.
She's not set for an appointment, so I can try to make sure that she understands she needs to contact them right after court
Okay.
and go from there.
Okay. All right. Well, whenever you want to put it on the docket for Miss Sabatino, just let the court know. Well, he said he's going to file a motion so that she can have contact with Miss Sabatino. Yes. All right. Thank you. All right. Oh yeah, I was like, where's the docket? All right, so guys, I think this is going to be our break off point.